You and I were laying in the moonlight, dreaming about the places we've been all night, wishing for our secrets to unfold. We just need somebody to hold, somebody to hold. Hold on tight, are you ready for the night? We're just getting started, living young-hearted.
Kind of being able to just really put the screws in as he throws down the ultimate, looks for this solo kill on the counter. There's the flash forward, the bellows breath comes out, but Cuvée eventually gets searing charged to death, and Haru now finds his way in, will get the trade kill, but that solo still fantastic for Kana at following up with advantages that they get elsewhere on the map. So they see Haru and they just take everything that they have available to them with that extra information. And now Emperor's Divide in the mid lane, Tempt in trouble. He can't get to the lantern eventually, able to walk on over there, but that is a lot of pressure now down. And the heal is on cooldown as well, as there's the Ragnarok that has been popped. Lehens able to get himself out of the way. There's a flash out as Haru makes his way in, but there's the Chains of Corruption. Effort has to flash in order to get out of there. Great hook from Lehens, but he is going to suffer the trade kill as Elm wants to try and offer more, but Haru's health bar just a little bit too high, and in the end, it is an even trade.
Things are not looking good.
Yeah, we're going to have a look at this replay here and just have a look. I mean, Tempt very close to not making it towards the lantern, actually clicked it through the Emperor's Divide. That otherwise would have just been his demise. And this was Elm. Good timing on the Ragnarok, but better timing for Haru to turn up and deny any sort of dive attempt.
I think that maybe there could have just been a little bit earlier communication from Elim, just saying that he has flash, that he's fine. I think Effort got caught out half a second too much longer, trying to see if he needed to add a little bit more CC or not true panic. Oh, we're going to see another gank in top lane, though.
Yep, there's the Ornhorn has been blown as we have the Ragnarok, and that's a very dead Cuvée. The twisted advance into the death chamber. Not what you want to see from your Maokai. Are going to be able to do to stop this here is Haru at least able to clear out some of the vision. But with 4 members of T1 hanging around in this area, it can be difficult as there's the Cataclysm, but Haru does have to get himself out of there. I like the way he utilized that, but I don't think it's going to be enough to keep him alive unless he gets himself the lantern. Exactly right, keeps him alive.
We're seeing Hanwha a little bit more aggressive. They do get onto Faker, but...
Yeah, good cleanse. And there's the Ornhorn Wing trying to pull one back. And yes, Emperor's Divide will get Haru, but Cataclysm gets himself out, flag and drag to full safety. And Elm can't get himself into a good enough position. Kai'Sa lands as a Void Seeker, but the Killer Instinct not going to be utilized. And T1 trying to escape. Vista does find a bit of a Q onto the opponent. Good hook attempt there from Lehens.
Is the right call, though, despite the vision. I guess they decided that Teddy was a little behind, but there's a teleport.
Yep, teleport from Kana coming in first, but Cuvée immediately going to match it. Chains of Corruption do come down. It slows down Elam, but he holds on to the ultimate for a very long time. Finally does press that button, but Kana soaking up all of this attention in the front line. He's going down very low. Good knock up, but he will have to get out, but he can't. The hook is going to land, and he goes down extremely low. Vista trying to take him down, but he's unable to. He survives for so damn long, and Vista's going to bite the dust. A 3-0 in favor of T1.
Risky play and then not getting the kill. As we see the replay here once again, the teleport was earlier from Kana as well, so they have that advantage. Now you do see a nice chain, but it goes into Olaf, and Olaf saves his Ragnarok, uses it for when he knows he can be aggressive, which is another great part about Elam's play right here. And Kana's just taking on all 5 members in the entrance to the jungle. He finally decides maybe this was a little risky. Vista thinks he can get the kill, gets the auto tag, but has to back away, and then the Qs are not hitting and goes to the Scuttle Crab.
I don't know how he survived. Where was he getting health back?
But honey, if Vista was able to get his Q off right away, as we see another good initiate onto Lehens.
Yeah, Lehens is dead.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I should have let you do that one. That just didn't last long enough.
Lehens was the only real reason that Han was like still keeping up and staying alive, but that ship has long sailed as well.
On the record of this squad, they did not want that there. It's sitting there as their 2nd game of the season. And it's just not what you want to see. Is a huge engage. The Varus just dies basically as an afterthought, as now Haru trying to run away. Vista, a Void Seeker, is going to find the targets that he wants. These Nexus turrets as well. She's down to 85 health, but can Hanwha Life even get to her? They can't. Shirley, what are you? This is like the most MVP Rift Herald performance I have ever seen.
Against Hanwha.
Yep,
now
having a look at this, I didn't realize that she also slammed her head into the outer turret.
Oh,
so
I didn't know that either.
Outer, inner, inhibitor turret, inhibitor, and the Nexus turret.
Oh my
so
gosh.
That's what, 4 structures? As Lahens is dead, guys. He's real dead. He's gonna flash. He has the box. Not gonna get knocked up by the searing charge, but Canna really wants to kill him, and he's going to. It's
now,
gonna take
I
him
don't
a while.
know if that was entirely worth it because they just lost the Ornal.
Killer Instinct. Yeah, Teddy's just gonna die. So that's a great trade for Hanwha in the end, but the Brambles aren't going to do enough here as Cuvée does dodge the knockup, but it's not going to quite be enough as Effort right into the back line. There's the Emperor's Divide as Temp gets flashed after by Elim, able to get that reckless swing, lock down the kill, and T1 are avenging their fallen 80 carry with a triple kill for Elim and the end of the game now for T1.
To get rid of this Nexus, not taking any chances against Hanwha, and that's going to be the
Absolutely not. It's reminding me of the Avatar movie with the gigantic bulldozers. That's exactly what the Rift Herald was this game. T1 just walking past all of the debris. Yep, and we'll see whether he has anything leveled up. Only level 1, so has to flash very early in this one. Not going to be able to find the kills. Underneath the turret will trade 1 for 1, but he kills his buffs. And
the mark on Haru as well.
Yeah, it is going to be secured by Haru, so LM with a level advantage though. Cuvée moving on down. Tempt is going to be here as well. 3 members. LM forced to flash Faker a little bit late on the rotation. A little bit more of a rough task for Faker to win out this lane, but the lane is pushing in his favor, and so should be relatively safe as Faker. Possibly in trouble, but no, as is E now. Very, very quickly, and will have the smite, but Faker secures it. Now has to try and get out. Has flash available as LM might be jumping into this pit to try and help out, but no. Not going to, as Faker holds onto the flash for a really long time, as Shelly in fact gets angry at Cuvée. But Canna's got the rotation over and Effort is here in position. And it all looks like it was planned by T1 as they now pick up control. There's the flash forward with the dredge line as Cuvée is in trouble. He picked up the Ornhorn, but you're not going to be able to use that from beyond the grave.
Wow, that was some crazy baiting coming in.
Little pet there as dredge line going to go wide. Hen's not too worried about it, but Effort's still moving forward. In comes Faker. They find Zenit, but great black shield is going to deny any of the CC in his Calibrum.
Weren't able to get the kill. They're backing off, but we see the teleport coming in as well from Kana.
Yep, it's not going to be the steal as Alan tried to dance of arrows himself over there, but there's the Ornhorn going to be blocked by a fantastic pillar as Tempt. He's going to fall down as well. A lot of damage available from Zenit though, as Faker down relatively low. Haru is going to be able to escape, and there's the exhaust to stop Teddy's onslaught onto the rest of Hanwha Live of Ellen on this Kindred. As you've got T1 looking to try and set up this trap for Tempt. He's going to move too far forward. Shifting Sands gets him out of there, and Effort looking for the dredge line, but does not find it.
On the side of Hanwha. So that's going to be the difference in how that plays.
Yep, Haru in trouble. The mark has been set up. Good knock up there, but not going to be answered as Faker makes his way in, but slightly off kilter here from T1 as Faker deep into the back line. Does have a lot of that damage mitigation. Will be doing a lot here as Zenit goes down low, but no, not going to be able to get that one done as Lahens is going to fall in response.
Of that, Faker was able to continue to move about and maneuver around, so he's not taking that much damage. As we see it come out here. Again, they tried to have a good start. Faker comes in perhaps a little bit too late or maybe a little too early. And now look at this. Faker's just blocking out everything. They don't have any further CC. Can't lock him down. His back's to the wall, which is where he wants to be in that situation.
Zenit able to get the damage back in order to mitigate that one. Great petrifying gaze here from Teddy, though, as Lehens is in trouble. Has himself the black shield, but he's been lit on fire. As now Haru deep into the backline. Actually very tanky with that subjugation up, but now Kana moves himself over to the rest of his teammates. But look at this Azir damage. Really tearing through T1 right now, and Effort has no way to get back into this fight. There's the divide onto two members, but LM gets back onto his Lamb's respite, and the Azir is punished for his aggression. T1 turning it all around on its head on the back of a beautiful ultimate out of this Kindred. But Aphelios is still a champion, able to pick up the first kill there as Kana in trouble. This guy loves living on about 100 health, but no, not going to survive this time around. And Hanwha do have more in the tank.
The Strand's not going down as quickly as Hanwha would really like. They also don't have their smite.
Teddy, this is aggressive. Not actually able to get that one done, and Cuvée had the Kingslayer available. Faker thinking about going in as well, but they didn't coordinate their attack. There is no smite here available on this Drake, down to 5 health. And now Faker is definitely going to go down as Cuvée picks it up with a W. In their previous matches, normally it is so coordinated and controlled, but this was haphazard at best.
Yeah, I mean, like you said during that play, obviously Teddy starts that fight out very well with a good ultimate hiding in that brush. But now you see that while we said there wasn't as much of a front line, Hanwha was able to try to push through with Haru up front. But watch here, T1 looks like they should just all die as Aphelios starts to chase through, and we see the ultimate coming up for the Azir, and there's the Kindred ultimate, keeping all of them alive, kind of not able to turn things around entirely with his ultimate, isn't able to get back in position, but they still pick up the kill. This is where they should have backed out. I think they just completely blanked for a second on what this Aphelios could potentially do, and with the Black Shield still available, Zenit's just not afraid of anything as that Black Shield comes off cooldown. And once again, Teddy tries to come in, just doesn't understand that he's not going to stand up for the power without any other crowd control available. And Faker as well, I think Faker realizes in the last moment that, okay, with the Black Shield there, maybe I should have jumped in, but it was a little late and gets caught out by that Sylas again.
Have a look for that ultimate, have a look for that Ornhorn to see whether it can turn the tides of this team fight. Cuvé's going to have one as well, as there's all of the Reds running forward. Tempt is going to get knocked up as the Sun Turret is going to fall down. Moonlight Vigil is massive though, but the Drake is taken by the Ornn. Triple knockup there at the same time as Teddy finds the backline with the Petrifying Gaze, but it's a gigantic Emperor's Divide, and Hanwha Life looks to have routed this team fight. They're not going to be able to pick up the Dragon Soul, but damn, they'll get the ace, and this is going to be massive damage to the T1 base, or just a Baron freely taken by Hanwha.
From Azir in that mid lane, and as they're funneling in, obviously we saw the double ultimates coming in from Ornn. Both hit slightly well, obviously a little bit better from Cuvée, just straight down the line. But we look at this, Faker jumps in, isn't able to really help with much, kind of does secure the Drake. Teddy's now full health, looking for that Petrifying Gaze, gets it, but look at Zenit. Zenit was supposed to die in that fight, and just continues to survive, flashes out, has the protection, and the extra Black Shield allows for another kill participation before he finally goes down, and 4 members of Hanwha stay alive, just keeping him alive. Nothing of that nature. They just want more CC in the beginning, as we see Teddy.
Yep, Emperor's Divide. The snake is going to get popped. Tempt down relatively low, but T1 just slow on the rotation. Unable to get over here. They clear out the minions. We talk about Ornn providing so much gold in stats, but Hanwha, despite that, are still super far ahead as Tempt hyper aggressive underneath this turret, and that is going to reap all of the rewards here for Hanwha. Well, you can see T1 actually trying to get a flank here as Kana at full health, and we're waiting for a man drop. In goes the Horn as Zenit. The Black Shield is now down. Emperor's Divide used very defensively, but Haru is gigantic. The Stone Plate as well as the Subjugation, and Teddy now has to have the ultimate utilized by LM, but Cuvée dives in on top of him and will secure that kill. It is answered back as now LM trying to dance over, looks for Lehens, but he's unable to do so. And Faker and Effort survive with Canna there as well, but the base is not going to be so lucky, as even the Sun turret is being annoying on their way out, as Faker looking for an opportunity, but he's just going to fall Fat Flash over the wall, does what Deft wasn't able to do yesterday, but is still able to escape for the moment. But Zenit is going to stop him. He uses him as a taxi, but Faker will still fall down. And now Effort underneath this turret. There are too many super creeps in Humble Life. They've done it again. They've pushed T1 to 3 games, and now we'll have momentum moving into the third. Good to see all of this added aggression as Cuz just moving on over and playing very aggressively into Haru here. As you can see, Faker did have control of the minion wave, but you can see Varus cheating on towards here, and Cuz just stealing a whole bunch of this popcorn chicken away from Haru. Just being frustrating.
I mean, I think it's a really good choice, given that Gragas can definitely get a couple of those early ganks.
For his next attempt, as now Tempt might be in trouble. Puts down some ground, but just going to be walking on out of there. Cuvée down relatively low here towards the top side, as now Canna gets the bad news. Haru gets the body slam, but isn't going to flash after this this on. And it's a good trade in the end. Do get the flash.
Yeah, and again, that just showcases that Warren can really turn things around if he needs to. Obviously, cannot be stopped as he
goes back, completes. Oh, okay. Just going to put down the pillar. Tempt has to flash. Whoa. Immediate flash after. There is Cuz is absolutely over aggressive, but Effort here to try and keep him safe. Able to use the battle dance to keep him up as Tempt looking for the right amount of mana for the piercing arrow, but great grand entrance, and Effort is able to play bouncer for an inside track as well. So this is a lot of control for T1 at this particular point in time. But Lehens is going to ruin everything by just eating this blue buff and buying so much time. Emperor's Divide, though, will destroy the Gragas, and First Blood goes over to Teddy. Always dangerous, but True Shot Barrage, a lot of damage onto Effort, who goes down to about 100. Zenit's still trying to chase after him, but Lehens can't quite get the licks in on top, as Tempt is going to move on over. They're like fish in a barrel for this Archer, but you can see getting ran around here by Cuz, and Lehens doesn't quite know the direction that he wants to go, but Cuz eventually will fall down, making it a 1-for-1 over that extended trade. And turning it in their favor. We're going to have a look at this one once again, and True Shot Barrage damage, I think, was a big difference maker here in this game, because T1 managed to get that kill, but then they got greedy for the rest of them. And you can see Effort is so damn low, and eventually the Varus clears out the minion wave and starts to come down, and will be able to pick up the eventuating kill onto Cuz.
Yeah, I mean, Tempt eventually has to use his ultimate, but I think he's fine with that, securing the kill. Now, the question was, looking at that again, I think Effort was concerned about maybe going on to Faker and shielding him, but Faker was at full health. I don't think there was really any big concern for the Azir, so didn't really pay off. I mean, Effort, of course, survived, but it ended up with the rest of the team kind of scrambling to get out, Cuz paying the price.
Haru just clearing out his chickens at the moment, and Effort is in position once again. Lehens just being very, very frustrating, as the smite is going to come down, but now Lehens might be in trouble, has to flash in order to get himself out of the way. Great grand entrance, and Teddy secures the kill. Teleports coming through on both sides, but Effort's able to just battle dance his way out. Canna has to flash because of the positioning of the teleport, but T1 just get their pick, and now will be able to claim plates in the mid lane. I think actually the last time I saw a mistake from Faker was against Teddy in that incredible 90-minute game where Umti caught him shopping and was able to secure that kill. So it does happen every now and again, as Subjugate did come out, but Canna was able to survive.
Offering so many fights in the jungle that it didn't matter as much. Okay, actually.
Yeah, Ornhorn going to come in, but Cuz is in perfect position right now. There is an ultimate to offer back, as Canna's taking a fair bit of damage, but the Ornhorn's going to get that double knock-up, and he's looking to try and get this trade. The flash from Cuvée, he will secure it. He might have Kingslayer back up relatively soon as well, but no, the bite comes down, and it's a 1-for-1. But that is fantastic for Hanwha.
Potential movement advantage for Hanwha around this Drake, but Faker not going to let that happen.
Yep, Effort might actually fall down here as Faker doesn't use his R button, does use the flash, but he's going to push Zenit the other direction. This is very weird. I wasn't expecting that style of play, but Faker is going to be able to avoid a lot of the skill shots. As now Cuz is going to get piercingly arrowed. What is going on? This is a really strange game.
I would love to hear what is going on.
2 versus 1 yet again. Cuvée starting off the fight finds a really nice abscond to get that knockup. But Cuz doesn't have the pillar for quite some time. Had actually used it on the... and just came back up as the Ram was coming back. We're going to see the fight yet again, though, but this time it's going to work out for T1. That was weird. It was like we went back to the replay again, but we had like... And, it feels like there are a lot of trundles in this game when the Mountain Drake does come in as Effort going down very, very low. The Devour comes in, but Teddy's at full health, as you can see. Teleport to come forward as Canna does have the ultimate available, and now Effort diving on in. He's very, very low as Hands is going to go golden. That is not where you want to be, my friend, as there's the Feather Storm, and Teddy grabs 2 swift kills. Not allowing
to those double kills in that bottom lane. I mean, they used pretty much every summoner and ultimate they had in their arsenal.
Yeah, now Effort going aggressive once again. Tempt trying to offer what support he can, but the pillar is going to come down, and Faker does nail the ultimate this time, and Tempt is well and truly dead. Faker wants to pick up the kill, and he is going to have that one donated over, and T1 feels like they've finally taken off here in game number 3.
More coming into this middle part of the game. Let's look at this fight again. I mean, you see the teleport coming in, you know they're going to start dodging. Zenit makes the right play to flash, and then Arcane Shift, but just so much commitment under the tower as we see Teddy flashing over as well to secure it. That's just so much effort you don't think that the team is going to make to secure 1 kill. It turns into 2. And then on the other side, T1 responding once again right away to the potential counter jungle. They read that correctly. And Tempt actually going to be sacrificed with a perfect pillar from Cuz, almost at max range.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic pillar in the perfect position. That is like... And T1 can start stacking them up as long as they can assume control of this area, and the Ornhorn is going to help out as Zenit able to flash over, but are going to be able to disengage effectively. Control Ward will be taken down, but the T1 trap is being laid. No Ornhorn available for this team fight because he's able to get in there. Great knockup is going to come down as Effort, trying to keep everyone tied up, and the quickness is very valuable, and it's going to be the Silas that falls down. First cab off the rank, and T1 should be able to translate into a Mountain Drake and their first Drake of the game. No threat of a Mountain Soul just yet, as now Effort gets that knockup. Really great, but Lehens gets the Regurgitate and the Devour, of course, beforehand as True Shot Barrage sails by.
Gets the CC, but we saw Faker holding off in his ultimate that time, and here comes the pillar.
There we go again. It's like you told us exactly what to expect, and he does it one more time as Faker just ran around a corner just for fun, I guess.
That was Trundle ult.
Well, it does make him tanky, so he can play as a frontline if he does have that one available, but won't be able to add this extra CC, and as you can see, it's working out so well for T1. Effort dives on in, he goes golden as well to keep himself alive. The health bars are getting melted by Teddy's damage, and Cuz flashing forward. Empress Delight to provide all of the kills for T1 as Teddy doesn't know where to go. There's just this bounty to be consumed on this map, and only Tempt will survive as T1 push up mid. In this instance, and now T1 will be able to utilize the Baron to break down the base of Humble Life. As we have a look at this team fight once again, just far better use of CC from T1, and you were mentioning the Subjugate being picked up by Cuvée. It means that he's not going to have that pivotal ultimate from Ornn, which is why you picked the Silas into that champion in the first place.
I mean, having the Ornn ultimate to allow, in fact, Silas to maybe skirt around and go in for more damage or just havoc, I think would be better. Right now, we see that Cuvée finally has picked up the Ornn ult for this fight, if there even is one.
Yeah, well, there's going to be the knock up there. It's going to be started as Effort finally does fall down. Maybe bit off a little bit more than he could chew at that particular instance, but whose Ram is better as Canna throws his through as well.
I think they're fine with that. Of course, Barambos still available. Teddy still going in very strong.
In so much trouble. Yeah, Teddy's going to be able to pick up that kill very easily, and now it's a 4v4 truly as we move towards the inhibitor. Teddy down to about half health though, and there is a lot of poke damage available from this Varus. Beefed up items as well in his Forge Fire Cape and his upgraded Abyssal Mask, and now the Inhibitor turret is going to be taken down. The fight has finally broken out. Good grand entrance, but it's mitigated by the rest of Hanwha Life, and Effort is going to fall down. Cannon now in a whole host of trouble, and Hanwha Life are playing this front to back and doing so quite well. Teddy zoned out of the fight as Faker goes golden and will eventually fall down as well, but now Teddy, the one-man army, is trying to get this fight working in his favor. The Featherstorm comes in, won't have the Blade Caller for a little while longer, as the QSS is used for basically no reward. Cuvée goes down very low, but Teddy is going to survive as Tempt finally finishes off the kill, and Hanwha Life have managed to defend against T1.
Playing a little more cautious, and therefore they weren't really expecting Hanwha to just start that fight together against Kana being up front so far. You see right now, Faker's actually outside of the wall, still just trying to gauge what's going to happen. Haru goes in, then he's able to Zonius to make sure that he avoids all that damage, allows the Chain of Corruption to come through, and that locks up both tanks so that they can finally kill Kana on that Ornn. Cuz has to run away, and Faker wasn't even able to use his ultimate at any point in that game. He waited a little too long, the team got caught out, and Teddy's left alone trying to pick up one kill, actually just one kill at all, and they're not able to do it.
It looked a little bit like Faker was trying to get right into the backline there with his ultimate available. Looking for this next team fight. 1 second until the Mountain Drake is available. Things very dark for Hanwha as Faker just playing some defense here for T1, and Teddy just rips through this dragon. There is no way that Hanwha are going to get in here, and now T1 thinking. T1, they're poised for a fight right now.
Oh, the Chain of Corruption not landing. There's Ornhorn.
Yep, that is going to be the go button here, as it's a really good pillar, but the flash after from Faker there, he just eliminates the Ezreal, and Haru's going to follow suit. This is the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. The man in the mid lane has found it in the end. He'll grab the triple kill, maybe even the quadra, as Teddy's looking for the extra damage, and there's the quadra kill for Faker himself. Fantastically playing out this last team fight, and T1 will get the monkey off their back as Hanwha Life fall to their hands.
I mean, after all that trouble, right? After all that trouble that Faker seemed to have this game and that T1 had in the last couple minutes, it really just takes one extensive dash from Faker, chasing all the way through.
那么非常可惜，今天也是没有2比0，第二局也是非常可惜的输给了韩华。那么先请 Faker 选手说一下今天比赛的一个获胜感言吧。那么第一轮的话也是输给了韩华，有点可惜。那么第二轮也是复仇成功，还是非常开心的。那么虽然说第二局我们还是败给了韩华，但是还好第三局我们赢了下来，所以还是不错的。
솔직히 T1이 첫 번째 경기를 압승해서 두 번째 경기도 2대0 나오는 것이 아닌가 했는데 하나생명이 뭐 선수 교체 이후에 제니트 나오고 하면서
那么确实也是因为第二局在韩华换下了 Zenit 的选手之后，队内有没有感觉到很惊讶呢？是不是会觉得不太好去处理呢？
초반 픽이었는데 초반에 실수를 해가지고 좀 게임이 많이 힘들었던 것 같아요.
那么确实因为第二局的时候我们的 BP 上面做的并不是特别好，那么随着游戏到了后期，我们的进行也是越来越困難了。
칸나 선수와 말씀 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 와, 오늘 1세트 때 대선배 큐베를 솔킬을 냈습니다. 와, 자 그때 순간 어땠는데?
那么今天也是面对我们的大前辈 QV， 我们的 Canna 选手也是拿下了单杀。
3대1 됐던 선수인데, 본인도 어깨가 들썩들썩이네요. 한 말씀 부탁드릴게요.
那么想请 Canna 选手说一下单杀 QV 的一个感受吧。
좀 상대가 좀 방심했던 것 같아요.
我感觉是 QV 选手有一点大意了，
너무 앞에서 가지 않았나. 그리고
可能走位有点太靠前了。 所以说我就单杀了。
본인이 좋은 플레이 하고도 약간 좀 쿡덕쿡덕 할 때 있거든요. 네. 큐베를 잡아니까 그렇죠. 큐베 같은 이름값 있는 선수를 잡으니까 더 심장이 또 뛰는 그런 거 아니겠습니까?
那么赢下 QV 这样子的选手来说，心情会不会更好一点呢？
네. 네. 그리고 특히 버티기. 오른의 버티기 끝판을 보여줬는데 13레벨이 되자마자 거기서 본인 그 아이템 업그레이드 한 다음에 텔 타고 와서 엄청 잘 맞아줬죠. 본인도 그 장면 기억납니까?
那么本人还记得第3局的时候，我们选择了奥恩的一个场景嘛，就是你在升到13级之后，马上利用了自己的 TP， 给自己升级之后，然后帮助队伍打赢了一波团战，那个场面你还记得吗？那波的话，我也是认为自己是完全不会死掉的，所以说那波团就开起来了。
생각합니다. 그리고 오늘 POG에 선정되진 못했지만 3세트에 커즈 선수가 교체 출전을 명받고 나와서 또 멋진 활약을 보여줬어요. 페이커 선수, 엘림 선수가 그동안 나와서 계속 승리를 했었는데 커즈 선수가 이런 상황에서 출전한 특별한 이유가 있을까요? 뭐 위기 상황이.
那么其实之前的话，力选手的表现也是非常棒的。那么第3局的时候也是换上了科子选手。那么 Faker 对此有没有想说的呢？
결정하셔서 제 뜻은 아니었고. 근데 커즈 선수가 저희 팀의 비밀 경기라서
那么换人的话也不是我的意思，是教练组的意思。那么我们也是认为科子选手是我们队的一个秘密武器。
지금 약간 빨간불 들어왔다라는 판단을 한 거네요.
네. 커즈가 그 늘상 나오는 주전이 아니라 비밀 경기예요 지금요?
웬만하면 출격 안 한다.
네. 커즈가 비밀 경기다. 예. 그 솔직히 뭐. 그 지난번에 MVP 선정된 테디도 엘림은 공격적인 플레이어, 커즈는 수비적인 플레이어 이렇게 나는 성격을 나누는 그.
那么之前 테디 之前也是提到过 엘림 选手是打的比较攻击性的，科子选手打的是比较偏保守的。
나름 뭐 이렇게 본인이 수비적인 뭐 티모리안 이런 이미지로 굳어지는 걸 좀 극복하려는 의지가 좀 있었나요? 좀.
那么科子选手有没有说想努力的去克服或者说去摆脱一个这样的印象呢？就是说我是一个保守型的打野这样的一个说法呢？
1라운드 때 수비적으로 플레이를 했던 거는 좀 팀적인 움직임이 좀 컸던 것 같고요, 저희가. 그래서 이번에는 좀 메타도 다르고 저는 원래 커즈가 원래 수비적인 플레이어라고는 크게 생각을 안 해서
그렇죠.
이번
其实我是没有觉得他打的特别的保守，因为他第1轮中间的表现来说都是很符合我们队伍的一个游戏的风格的，所以说我觉得他在第2轮里面也不会说打得过于保守吧。
느끼기에는 각각 어떤 성격인 것 같습니까? 그리고 좀 편한 선수가 있다고 말해도 될까요?
아직까지는 잘 누가 더 편한지 모르는 것 같고 뭐 커즈 형이 1라운드 때는 수비적으로 했는데 공격적으로 모습은 지금 처음 봤는데.
那么我也是之前在第1轮的时候看到的科子选手一般都是打得偏保守的，但是在第2轮的今天看到他打法是偏攻击性的，感觉还是非常好的。
좀 봐달라. 지표면에서도 좀 차이가 났었죠.
네. 정글이 누구든 나만 좀 더 잘 봐주면 좋은 거 아니야 그런 말씀하셨고요. 그리고 페이커 오늘 뭐 마지막에 진짜 경기를 종결하는 모습이 정말 엄청나지 않았습니까, 그죠?
那么 Faker 今天最后一局沙皇的表现也是非常亮眼的。
사실 아질 입장에서 전멸을 들고 있는 이즈리얼을 노리기가 사실 심적 부담감도 컸을 텐데 마지막에 그 장면. 두근두근 성공하시고 두근두근 되지 않으셨어요?
那么尤其是在面对一个有闪现的一列的时候，在把它挑过来的时候，有没有内心还是感觉到很激动呢？ Faker 的回答是我对此并没有感到很激动。
네, 뭐 제가 이즈리얼을 좋아하는 거 아니라서 두근두근 안 했고. 근데
因为我不是很喜欢이즈这个英雄，所以说我并没有感觉到很激动。
심지어 지금 온라인으로 진행하고 있잖아요. 그래서 사실 심적인 부담감은 많이 없었던 것 같아요.
而且现在也是一个线上赛嘛，所以说在队伍的压力上面感受来说的话，还是比较偏小的。
네.
전설적인 선수니까요.
그렇죠. 자 이제 다음 경기가 바로 매우 중요한 경기가 준비되어 있습니다.
那么下一场比赛也是非常重要的。
준비되어 있습니다.
那么下一场比赛就要面对的是 젠지。
그 젠지 어제 이긴 다음에 그 인터뷰가 그 T1을 어떻게 잡을 것인가 막 어떤 얘기 다 남았거든요.
那么之前在 젠지 的访谈中间也是提到过有没有想说过怎么赢下 T1， 也是之前问过他们，那么也是想问一下 T1 的想法。
젠지가 1라운드 때 저희 팀을 제외하고 다 이겼는데.
那 젠지 在第1轮是除了我们队基本上都赢下来了。
그러기를 바라고 있고요, 저희도. 네, 그리고 굉장히 좋은 모습을 보이고 있는데 저희도.
而且他们现在的表现也是还不错的。那么，但是我们也会努力的赢下比赛，然后给大家看到我们一个非常不错的表现。我们来听一下 칸나 选手的想法吧。
좀 젠지가 지금 제일 강팀이라서 좀 긴장도 많이 되는데 지금 이 기세 몰아가지고 좀 좋은 경기 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
那么 Zenit 现在也是目前最强的一支队伍来说，作为要跟他们交手的话，我还是多少有点紧张的。那么希望我会在下一场比赛中有一个不错的表现。那么采访到此结束。